Saudi Crown Prince. Sources who were in the room described Trump as visibly agitated, pacing behind the resolute desk, his voice rising. The Crown Prince reportedly told Trump that Saudi Arabia could not support further military escalation and was already in talks with Iran about reopening regional dialogue. Trump responded, "After everything we have done for you, this is how you repay us?" The Crown Prince's reply, according to the leaked transcript, "Mr. President, you did not consult us before starting this. We are now consulting ourselves on how to end it." The call ended. Trump threw his phone across the room. It shattered against the wall near the fireplace. Two Secret Service agents stepped into the doorway. Trump waved them off. Pause. That same afternoon at 2 p.m., the moment that will define this entire crisis occurred. Iran's foreign minister appeared on Al Jazeera, CNN International, and BBC simultaneously. He was calm, he was prepared, and he delivered a statement that the White House still has no effective response to. He said, "The United States offered us a ceasefire 3 times in the past 2 weeks. Each time they attached conditions that would require Iran to surrender sovereignty. Each time they leaked to their media that we were close to agreement to make themselves look strong. Each time we clarified we had agreed to nothing. Today, the United States went to the United Nations asking the world to pressure Iran into accepting their terms. We watched 14 nations walk out. We watched America's closest allies refuse to support this action. So now we make our position clear for the final time. We do not accept ceasefires that are really surrenders. We do not negotiate under blockade. And we will not end this conflict until the Strait of Hormuz is reopened and all foreign military forces withdraw from our maritime borders." Then he said the part that is playing on every news network across the globe right now. President Trump can call this a peace offer. The world sees it for what it is: desperation. According to leaks from senior officials inside the State Department who spoke to the Washington Post, a crisis meeting took place Monday night at 9 p.m. in the White House Situation Room. The participants included Trump, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Defense Secretary Ron DeSantis, National Security Advisor Stephen Miller, and Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff General Charles Brown. The topic was how to respond to Iran's rejection and the diplomatic crisis with European allies. Audio has not leaked, but 3 separate sources have confirmed the same basic exchange. General Brown opened with a military briefing. He explained that the blockade of Hormuz was sustainable for another 3 weeks maximum before logistics became critical. He noted that Iran's retaliatory strikes had damaged 2 American destroyers, killed 19 service members, and hit targets in Bahrain and Kuwait that were supposed to be protected by American air defense systems. Trump interrupted. "Are we winning or not? Simple question." General Brown paused before answering. "Mr. President, Iran has not collapsed. Their leadership is still in place. Their military is still operational, and they are now striking our positions with increasing accuracy." Stephen Miller jumped in. "They are on the verge of breaking. We just need to maintain pressure." Marco Rubio spoke next, and according to sources, his tone was measured but firm. "Mr. President, we have a diplomatic problem that is becoming a strategic crisis. France, Germany, Japan, and South Korea have all broken with us publicly. The Saudis are hedging. The UAE is in direct talks with Tehran. When I call my counterparts in European capitals, half of them will not take my calls anymore." Trump responded, "Then we do not need them. We never needed them." Rubio's reply, "Sir, the reason Iran is not negotiating is because they see our allies abandoning us. They think they can wait us out. And based on what I am seeing, they might be right." The room went silent. Trump stared at Rubio. Then he turned to DeSantis. "What do you recommend?" DeSantis, according to these sources, said, "We can escalate militarily. We can hit more targets inside Iran. We can send special forces in for direct action against leadership. But if we do that without allied support, without UN cover, we are crossing into territory that could trigger a regional war that pulls in actors we cannot control." Trump stood up from his chair. "So everyone in this room is telling me we should just give up? Just let Iran humiliate us?" Nobody answered immediately. Then Miller said, "We double down. We make it so painful they have no choice." General Brown responded, "With respect, that has been the strategy for 6 weeks. It has not worked. It was a cold, calculated assessment from the military's top officer. He was not being insubordinate. He was stating operational reality. But in that moment, according to sources, Trump realized that even his own generals were telling him the plan had failed." The meeting ended at 11:17 p.m. No decisions were made. No new strategy was announced. Trump walked out first. Miller followed. The rest remained in the Situation Room for another 40 minutes, discussing contingencies without the president present. To understand why Trump lost control, you have to follow the incentives of every player involved. Iran is not a rogue actor making emotional decisions. They are a regional power with a sophisticated understanding of international relations and a very clear reading of American political dynamics.